This cause of death was confirmed by an actual autopsy. Do you know the quietest way a human being can die? It's not a sudden strike, and it's not a deadly poison. It's a slow, invisible collapse that no one notices until it's too late. And as you watch this video, you or your parents might already be part of this process. Yesterday, a 62-year-old woman was perfectly fine. This morning, she was found dead in her bed. No screams, no struggle, no break-in. Yet she never woke up. Why did this happen? As a detective, the first thing we check is foul play. The family kept repeating, "She was perfectly fine yesterday." They looked fine on the outside, but they were already crumbling within. The family's testimony revealed crucial clues: skipping breakfast, lack of water, social isolation, and increasing medications. With these 5 clues, the incident had already begun. The forensic pathologist explained,
It's not just a heart attack. People seem to die suddenly, but they've been dying bit by bit for a long time. Disease doesn't kill people. A neglected daily routine kills people.
The moment I heard that, I knew this wasn't just another sudden death. In my years as a detective, I've seen countless scenes, and this type of death always has one chilling hallmark. On the surface, it looks like nothing happened. But in reality, it's a slow-motion collapse that's been happening for years in total silence. This woman didn't just collapse out of the blue. She had been breaking down piece by piece for years. Today just happened to be the final scene. This wasn't an accident. It was a calculated outcome. Now we will identify the culprits behind this case. One by one, suspect number 1, skipping breakfast. Your body begins to cannibalize its own muscle for energy. This isn't just weight loss. It's a direct path to sudden death. Your muscles are the armor of your life. Every time you skip a meal, you're stripping that armor off piece by piece, leaving your heart and organs defenseless against the passage of time. But the most terrifying victim is the brain. Skipping breakfast increases dementia risk by a staggering 35%. Think of 3 boiled eggs or chicken breast as your life insurance. The second culprit is a life without movement. Spending most of your day sitting or lying down slows your blood flow to a crawl. This puts a constant, silent strain on your heart. Prolonged sitting increases the risk of heart disease death by up to 40%. The third culprit is the habit of not drinking water. As we age, our thirst mechanism dulls. You are dehydrated without even knowing it. Thick, sludge-like blood puts a massive burden on your kidneys and brain. The fourth culprit is social isolation. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a physical hazard as dangerous as smoking. When conversations stop, the brain begins to rot from the inside out. The final culprit, unchecked medications. Mixing multiple prescriptions without checking interactions can turn medicine into a slow-acting poison. For the elderly, liver and kidney functions are naturally diminished. This makes it incredibly easy for medications to accumulate in the body. The results are devastating chronic dizziness, frequent falls, and a massive spike in the risk of dementia. Each of these 5 factors is dangerous on its own, but when they act together, they bring a person down at a terrifying speed. Think of it as a coordinated attack on your body. The victim's body had been drifting toward this breaking point for years. There are specific red flags that Detective Paul always looks for at the scene: skipping breakfast, chronic dehydration, lack of movement, social isolation, increasing medications. If you see 3 or more of these 5 signals, you are already in the danger zone. Never, ever ignore these changes. Speaking as a detective, these signals never appear all at once. They accumulate slowly, bit by bit, layer by layer. Because it's so gradual, you think you're fine, and your family misses the signs, but the second these signals hit a critical mass, it looks like a sudden collapse, but in reality, it's just the final scene of a long-term decay. Now, our health investigator, Detective Han, will provide a briefing on the survival methods to stay alive in this situation. Detective Han, the floor is yours.
Greetings. I am your health investigator, Detective Han. From this moment, I will brief you on the laws of survival to prevent your life and health from crumbling. Survival isn't complicated, but it must be executed with precision. First, you must hit the protein window: intake 25 to 30 grams of protein within 2 hours of waking up. To visualize that, it's roughly 3 boiled eggs, or when 120 grams chicken breast. Feel free to add a cup of Greek yogurt or a slice of low-fat cheese. To visualize that, it's roughly 3 boiled eggs, or when 120 grams chicken breast. Feel free to add a cup of Greek yogurt or a slice of low-fat cheese. When you skip breakfast, your body enters survival mode and begins to cannibalize its own muscle for energy. This isn't just about losing stamina, you are literally burning through your life force. Every missed meal is a step toward physical collapse. It's not a diet, it's self-destruction. Rule number 2: priority is on frequent movement. Moving for 2 minutes every 30 minutes is far more critical than a single hour at the gym. 100 steps in place, 10 squats, or 20 jumping jacks are all it takes. Take the stairs or get up just to grab a glass of water to keep your internal engine running. These micro movements are the only way to restart your blood flow. Remember, the longer you stay seated, the faster your heart begins to fail. Think of your blood as a river. When you sit for more than 30 minutes, that river stops flowing and turns into a stagnant swamp where toxins begin to settle. Those 2 minutes of movement? That's not a workout, it's a flushing process to clear the toxic sludge from your life. Rule number 3: tactical hydration. Don't chug all at once, you must sip consistently throughout the day to keep your blood from turning into thick sludge. Follow this schedule: 1 glass upon waking, 1 before meals, 1 before going out, and half a glass every 2 hours to maintain optimal fluid levels. Never wait for thirst. By the time you feel it, your brain and kidneys are already under attack. If your urine is dark, you're already in the danger zone. Rule number 4: tactical connection. You must engage in at least 1 meaningful conversation or phone call every week to keep your brain from decaying. Isolation is not just a feeling, it is a physical hazard equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, directly shrinking your brain's cognitive power. When you stop speaking, your brain begins to shut down. First, stay connected, keep your brain active, and don't let your mind collapse in silence. Rule number 5: medication audit. As you age, your liver and kidneys slow down, causing medications to linger in your system and turn into a slow-acting poison. This toxic buildup leads to chronic dizziness and falls, which are the primary triggers for a sudden, irreversible collapse in the elderly. Don't just add more pills, consult your doctor to prune your prescriptions and ensure your body isn't drowning in its own medicine. These 5 rules are not lifestyle choices, they are your survival standards. The evidence is clear. Don't wait for the collapse to begin before you take action. Start with just 1 of these today, your life depends on it. Do not forget what you've heard today. Stay safe. This was Detective Han.
This woman didn't die from a disease. She collapsed because of the ordinary habits that everyone repeats every single day. That is exactly why it's more dangerous. The killer is hiding in your daily routine. Chungdem Paul's Survival Files is not just a collection of case stories. Whether it's a disease or a crime, no one dies without a reason. Every sudden tragedy has a long trail of evidence leading up to it. But if you recognize those signals and change them, you can survive. This channel isn't about showing you how people die, it's about showing you how to stay alive. The choice to rewrite your ending starts with the evidence you act on today. Take this as a warning from a 25-year detective. People think death is an accident, but most of the time, it's a prepared outcome. Every tragedy leaves a trail of evidence before it strikes. The signals were always there, just ignored. But if you change your course right now, you can stop the collapse. Your survival is still within your control. Chungdem Paul's Survival Files will continue with the next clue.